What's going on, y'all? Your boy Darius the Great here, back again for another video, and this time I'm coming at you with my review of Loki Season 2 and sort of Season 2 as a whole for the Loki series. And of course, this will be spoiler filled. I'm going to be talking about some spoiler stuff that happened in this episode. I mean, this very picture in itself is a spoiler, so if you haven't seen it, man, this is not the place to be. But before you go, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't already, man, because I'm on the road to 300 subscribers, man, and I need your help to get there. So please, man, subscribe, join the cause, click the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, man. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this thing. I got the lights green in here for Loki because I am at the point where I can firmly say that Loki is the greatest MCU Disney Plus show ever made. And I know that's not much of a high bar to clear. It's not really saying much because a lot of the MCU Disney Plus shows are not that good. They're just kind of lackluster, right? I've held on to Falcon and the Winter Soldier being my favorite Disney Plus show. Loved everything with Sam and Bucky, their chemistry, their friendship. Loved all that. Zemo, great. Isaiah Bradley, all that stuff, great. U.S. Agent, amazing. The villain was literally like the worst thing about the show, the Flag Smashers. But I held Falcon and the Winter Soldier up there as my favorite until this season finale. I've finally given it up, man. This is the best MCU Disney Plus show. It's the best written Disney Plus show. It's some of the best MCU content we've had, and like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I personally think this is the best written MCU content we've had since No Way Home, right? And I thought No Way Home was the best written content we'd had since Endgame. So like, from Endgame, I'd say like Endgame, No Way Home, now these are like some of the best stuff we've had in the MCU. This is the best thing that we've had apart from No Way Home in the multiverse saga. Some could say it's better than that, but what they did in this episode, right? Obviously, just to recap, Loki essentially becomes, what people have called the god of stories, which is what he is in the comics, right? Where like he's in control of like the narrative of the universe and the timelines and all that stuff, right? Essentially, by controlling his time slipping and deciding to chart a new path, that's different from He Who Remains, but similar in that he's maintaining time. Instead of pruning branches, he's keeping the branches alive, and he's not like he's replacing the temporal loom. Instead of the temporal loom that holds these finite number of branches while the others get pruned, he has all the branches, man. He's created what's it called, the world tree, the tree of life, Yggdrasil, whatever. Like, he created that. He's in the middle of it. He's holding it all together, man. He's protecting it. He's not pruning any branches. He is the god of stories, the god of time. He is Loki who remains. They're lonely, and it's just great stuff, man. It's great stuff. It is literally Loki being burdened with a glorious purpose, and they talk about that a lot. Like, they took that one line that Loki said very early on in the MCU, and they made it into a whole thing. It led us to this point, and I have to say, number one, bravo to Tom Hiddleston. Dude put out his best performance as Loki in the MCU in this season, in this finale alone, right? So props to Tom Hiddleston, man. Obviously, the writing, the directing, all of it, fantastic. In case you didn't know, the directors working on this season are going to be finishing up the rest of the Daredevil Born Again episodes. Born Again got like creatively overhauled and stopped. They're going to keep some of the stuff that they already shot, but they're going to add, do some new episodes. The Loki directors are doing the rest of those episodes, man. So like, we could potentially have some really good stuff on the way with Daredevil. I think that Loki now, at this point, right, he's at the end of time or the beginning of time, wherever he is, he's the god of stories, Loki who remains. This is one of the best character arcs in the MCU. I'd still put it behind Tony and Cap, but that's just me personally. If someone was to say, no, I think Loki's the best character arc of the entire MCU, hey, I wouldn't argue too much. I'd be like, I get it. Not for me, but I get it. I'd say Tony Steve, and then Loki. He's had like the third best character arc in my opinion. It's such a good choice, especially for someone who always wanted the throne, right? You gotta remember, Loki always wanted the throne. He always wanted power, but he wanted it in a malevolent sense, right? Like he wanted it like selfishly, evilly. He wanted to hold power and subjugate people. But now he's not subjugating people. He has the power. He has a throne, and he's doing it without subjugating people. He's simply letting people live their lives. He's not setting, paths like He Who Remains would, set up things to happen for people. And then, when there's too many branches, time to prune them. Loki's not doing that. He's just sitting back and watching. He's making sure it all flows in the different directions, right? Because it is a tree, and trees grow. Their branches, their roots, they grow and they spread. So he's not messing with anything. He's just watching, right? Could say he's the watcher. But it's such a great choice to have the character who wanted a throne, wanted a power, wanted to subjugate. Now he has a throne, has the power. He's not subjugating. He's doing it all for good, man. It's like Thor would be so proud. It's why, I think the way this episode ended, we could never see Loki again, and I'd be fine, but I would love to see him again just so that Thor could see what he's become, see the type of man he is now, just the type of responsibility that he has. I would love for Thor to be able to see that. Elsewhere in this episode, though, gotta say, we did get to see Jonathan Majors back as Victor Timely, and He Who Remains. I thought the He Who Remains scene is just him and Tom Hiddleston in a room, bouncing back and forth, and that conversation, the acting from both of them, fantastic, dude. Is why I hope obviously you don't want someone to have gotten hurt, right? But I hope justice prevails. I hope that it is proven that that woman didn't get hurt, the whole Jonathan Majors legal case. I hope that she didn't get hurt by him. I hope that he isn't found guilty, that nothing is, everything is proven to not have happened the way we think it happened, or certain people think it happened. Basically what I'm trying to say, hope justice prevails. I hope Jonathan Majors is proven innocent because nothing actually happened, and he's able to continue on as king. That's all I'm trying to say, right? But yeah, man, this is a great episode. And it leaves the door open for a lot of possibilities, right? Because they mentioned the fact that Kang variants are still out there, right? They referenced Quantum Mania. But it's weird because, I remember hearing people say, oh, the finale, what the finale does, there's no way Marvel can recast, or shift away from Kang and do Doom as the new big bad. I didn't really see that, unless those people saw a different ending. That wasn't really the case. They didn't do some crazy big Kang setup here. They just kind of let it lay, Kang variants are out there, but they're not this big pressing issue. So if need be, even though I think should Jonathan Majors' legal issues go, in the other direction where he's found guilty and he has to go to jail, has to go to prison, just recast. But if you're not going to recast and you want to bring in Doom instead, I think this left that door open because it doesn't, set up immediately. Oh yeah, Kang, one of the Kang variants are going to come back and going to ruin everything. Yeah, it's just kind of things just kind of happen, man. You just got to, as Mobius says at the end of the episode, you just got to let time pass, man. Let everything flow. But anyway, man, another great episode, a great finale, the best MCU Disney Plus finale for the best MCU Disney Plus show. I give this honestly a 9.5 out of 10, man. I think this was really good. I can't wait to watch season 1 over again and then watch season 2 right after it, binge them both, because this, as the first season 2 of an MCU Disney Plus show, dude, they knocked it out of the park. It's perfect. And I don't want a season 3. I don't think we need a season 3. I think everything for every character in this show, all of it wrapped up perfectly. No season 3, no more. Let this be the end of Loki. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing Loki again, of course. Multiverse Saga, I feel like it's kind of by necessity we would need to see him. But the series, Loki itself, no more. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Did you see it? Will you see it, man? What do you think of Loki? What do you think the story's going moving forward, man? Again, run up the likes, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.